Do you use online banking, and have you ever used online banking, or are you curious about online banking? Well, I tell you, I have used online banking for some years now, and here's my take on it for the most part. I believe that in general, online banking is a good idea, especially as it relates to convenience when you're the type of individual that cannot get out of the house and go and bank in a traditional physical banking location. It's good in that respect. Now, first of all, you may want to take a moment and think about it and understand this: there's no physical location. So you are entrusting your funds, your money, with an entity, with a financial institution that you can't see, you can't feel, and you can't not talk to a human being face to face as it relates to transactions. You're doing everything on a computer or on your smartphone device. That can be disconcerting. That can be uh, something that can cause trepidation. So I feel that way even as I'm speaking to you right now, even though I have used online banking for a few years. Have you ever heard the expression, don't put all of your eggs in one basket? That's my mindset. That's my philosophy. Don't put everything that you have in an online banking system or financial institution that you can't physically go to. Now, I have dealt with Capital One 360 accounts before. And one thing that's positive about Capital One is that they still do have physical locations, even though they have an online banking structure as well. And what's good about Capital One is that you have zero fees and zero minimum monthly fees to open the account, a savings account more specifically. And on their checking accounts, you get a little bit more interest than you do with most traditional banking, 0.2% on the checking. However, on a savings account, you actually get 1.7% interest on your savings account. That is a plus for Capital One in that regard. You will have to do the rest of the research on your own to know about the other things that they have in terms of services. I just wanted to point out the savings and the checking, just in general, in brief. Now, the other online banking system that I have dealt with has been Ally. Ally has been pretty good to me and for me, and the customer service is great. Now, the thing with Ally Bank is this: there's no minimum monthly fee, there's no cashier's checks, fees, or any fees for normal services that you would normally pay for in your traditional banks. And the interest on a checking account is 0.1%. Not so good. But the interest on a savings account is 1.6%, which is another thumbs up. Not that it's the greatest interest rate, but it's better than most traditional banks. It's that simple. And the thing about Ally Bank is that they don't have a physical location that you can go to. Now, before I close, I want to say this. As I said before, don't put all your eggs in one basket. If I physically cannot go to a bank and withdraw money or just transact business, period, and all I'm doing is my transactions online, I am sort of afraid because I have never seen an individual. I may have talked to someone on the phone, may have had some text conversation over the internet, but that's not the same as having a human being in front of you that you are doing business with and transacting business with. So if your money were to disappear overnight from that account, whose door do you go knock on? Who do you go physically see to make sure that they make it right? I think enough said on that. So I use an online bank, just minimally, not totally, minimally. And I think you need to bear this in mind as well. So don't trust someone that you can't see and that you can't touch. 100%. Don't trust them. Okay? So I would venture to say that it would be wise that you had your income that comes into you, your finances, spread out in several different vehicles or several different types of institutions and not solely in one. Never concentrate and focus your attention only on one financial institution, because if that were to fail, if something were to go wrong, everything is in that one place and everything is gone at one time. But if you spread your money out, if you invest your money, and I say in gold and in silver, and if you are on the lower end economically and you cannot afford $1,000 worth of gold at a time, buy 1 gram or 1/10 of a gram of gold. And silver is coming back and it's becoming more popular. Start investing minimally in silver. Buy you some silver rounds at a coin dealer for about $10 and put them away, because gold and silver will always have value. They will always maintain value. Paper currency will not. And it's not going to be here for much longer. So remember that. I just want to put that footnote in here. Remember that we are going to have a financial collapse in America. I believe this. I listen to Robert Kiyosaki and various other financial experts and analysts, and I believe it. Paper money is going down the drain after a while. They just keep printing this stuff, and it has virtually no value to it whatsoever. Only the value that our government says that it has. But gold and silver will always have value, as it has from the very beginning. Start at least minimally investing in gold and silver and put it in a safe place. You can start with a small amount, put it away. You can buy it monthly, every 2 months, uh, half a year, semi-annual if you will, or annually. Buy you some gold and silver and put it away for your future and that of your families. Okay? Now, there are a couple other online banks that I wanted to mention to you before I get out of here. Uh, One that's becoming very popular here is Chime. I get a lot of those in my store. You know, people bring in the debit cards, and you don't have to worry about the fees and the overdraft fees up to $100, I think, on that particular account. But Chime is becoming very, very popular and is gaining a lot of momentum here lately. Another credit union is credit union specifically is Alliant Credit Union. I don't know that much about it. I'm just giving you a few more. And CIT Bank is another online bank. And American Express has an online model as well. And the first two that I mentioned to you that I have dealt with myself personally is Capital One 360 program and also Ally Bank. So take those into consideration and do a little bit of research on your own. And if you're going to have if you're going to have an online bank, make sure that you don't put all of your money in that bank, and don't put all of your trust in any one bank as well. That was all I had to say. This is Brother Teacher. Stay safe, save some money for the future. Don't spend it all, because you don't want to end up behind the 8 ball when you get up into your retirement age, if you're not already there. I'm out.